What's up, PG Robbie, bringing you some more Detroit Tigers franchise mode here in MLB Show 18. I hope you guys are having a great day so far. Today we will quickly preview the postseason and the playoffs and all that stuff. But before that, we're going to go through the regular season awards. David Price's Cy Young. Rizzo missed out on MVP. Former Tiger Angel Chavez wins Rookie of the Year. You can see the awards there. Miggy won the Hank Aaron Award, I believe it said. So, Silver Slugger for DH, Aaron Judge once again. So that's it there. So league leaders, we're just going to go through this quickly. Feel free to pause if you want to see things a bit more in depth. We have some league leaders here between Miggy, Rizzo, Price, and Justin Verlander in several categories. So as a whole, our team did great. Probably not as good record-wise as last season. We won, I think, 110 games last year. This time it was just 107, but we still had a great season nonetheless this time around. So we're done checking that. We're going to go over the lineup, see how everybody did, or do this quickly because we did it, I believe, last episode. So we got to fix our lineups a bit. Peter O'Brien is back in the lineup. He is no longer injured. That's not an outfield position. So shortstop, we got to put Jose Iglesias back in there. We're going to be starting Derek Hill in left field over Cespedes, and I've been thinking, heavily considering trading Cespedes this offseason, as well as a couple other players who have just been not doing too well the last season or two. So we're going to make those moves in the offseason, but they're going to still be a vital part of the team for the playoffs moving forward the next few episodes or so, depending on how far we get. So that's brief overview. That's the playoff bracket. We face either the Angels or the Rangers, whoever wins that wild card game. So we're going to simulate a day, or a couple days actually. And another day should be good. So the Mets beat the Rockies in the NL wild card game. A waiver period came to an end. And we're going to be taking on Texas here in this video in a couple minutes or so. But we start game 1 at home, 2 on the road, and then 1 back at home again. I don't think we're going to make any changes to the lineup right now. We're just going to view the Rangers roster, see how they're doing. Led by Yu Darvish, Elvis Andrus, Jeff Ramirez, Martin Perez, John Riggins, Miguel Garcia, Rougned Odor, Leonis Martin, Shin-Shu Chu, Chichi Gonzalez, and a whole bunch of other pretty solid players that have been doing well this season. So Rangers are going to be a bit of a tough task from just the basic looks of things. So we're going to jump into ALDS game number 1. We are here at home, Comerica Ballpark, Detroit, Michigan. We're going to see if we can pick up this home victory. We've had a great record regular season wise when it comes to home games. So I'm going to take a look here at the Rangers starting lineup. Alright, pretty solid so far. Just the middle of their lineup is what got them past the wild card game. So we're going to player lock as Jose Iglesias, who's been struggling to end off this season, and runner gets caught stealing there, so now no one on base, 1 out, bottom of the first. And we're going to hit that to right field, right in front of the right fielder. So we're going to get on here, first pitch, base hit for Iglesias. Good way to start things off. That will bring up Miguel Cabrera. Had the best batting average this season, at least in the American League. I didn't check if the National League leader had more or a better average than Miggy, but we're going to move over to second on that ground ball by Cabrera. That will bring up Aaron Judge's power numbers are there. Just the average was a little bit lower than the last couple seasons. But that is alright. Judge has still been a beast for us. He's going to ground that to third. We're going to technically get tagged out there, but it doesn't really matter. So that will bring us into the next at-bat. We were down 1-0, bottom third, and we ground out there. So that's a quick thing there. Next at-bat. Tied up at 1. Right fielder's going to miss it, so we're going to get in there safely with a base hit, our second single of the game. That will bring up Cabrera once again. No outs, 1-2 count to Miggy. See if he could bring us home, or at least move us over again. That is going to be popped up to second base. We are in a retreat. And that will be the first out of the third inning. I believe it is. No, it's actually the 8th inning, end of the game. So Judge up now, 1 out, 1-2 count. And he is going to get struck out by the pitcher. So that will bring up Anthony Rizzo, who started to cool off a little bit towards the end of the season. Was in the race for American League MVP for majority of the season, though. He's going to hit that right back to the pitcher. Throws on to first for the out. So I'm going to move forward again. And we do go on to win game 1 here. Very close game. Stephen Piscotty, player of the game, had a home run and an RBI or 2. We won game 1 2-1, so we take a 1-0 series lead going into game 2, also at home. A rainy evening here in Detroit. Looking to go up 2-0 here before we head to Arlington, Texas for games 3 and 4. We have Julio Teheran on the mound for us in this one. David Price started game 1, of course. We see the defensive alignment there. Derek Hill, Mookie Betts, Stephen Piscotty, Miggy, Iglesias, Machado, Rizzo, Peter O'Brien behind home plate, and Julio Teheran, of course, on the mound. We are going to player lock as Anthony Rizzo for game 2. Bottom of the first, 2 outs, tied at 1 already. And we're going to foul that first pitch off. 0-1. It was a little bit low in the zone, but we swung at it anyway. Next pitch will be hit to left center field. Left fielder will be under it for the out. We made very good contact on that pitch. It was just not in the right spot. Ruben Odor up now. 1 out, top of the second, fielding opportunity for Rizzo. That's going to be hit right to us. Rush over to the bag for the out, no problem there. So you see the playoff brackets a bit more. Boston and Seattle tied at 1 game apiece heading into game 3. So we're going to face the winner of that series if we were to beat the Rangers here. A little bit later on, it's 5-4 now. And moving on again, top of the 7th, we are up 8-7. Both teams' pitching staffs not having the best of days so far. Game 1 was a close 2-1 score. This one, we are down 11-8 now here, bottom of the 9th, 1 out. Last shot to get on base. Rizzo swings and misses on that high fastball for the first strike. We're going to take that second pitch fastball inside for a ball. 1-1 count to Rizzo now. Fouling that pitch off just in the corner of the zone there, just barely strike. 1-2. Foul that pitch off. That would have been another ball. But we're not taking any chances, anything remotely close. We're going to swing at just to try and stay alive. And that is going to be shortly hit in front of the mound. Rizzo grounds out to first. And we're going to end up losing game 2 here. So the Rangers even up the series before we head to Texas for Game 3. So that game kind of went south. Pitching staff struggled for both teams, really. But Calvin Herrera blew the save there in the 9th, it looks like. So he's been not having the best of starts here in the postseason thus far. So Game 3, Arlington, Texas. We're player locking as Derek Hill, who's been taking over in left field for Cespedes, of course, who's been struggling a lot. That is going to be a first pitch hit into right center field. Nice hitting there by Derek Hill. That will score a run to give us a 1-0 lead here in the first, scoring Mookie Betts. That'll bring up Cabrera now. We're on first. I think we're going to try and steal. Derek Hill has really good speed. And we're off. That will be grounded to third. Throw over to first. We're going to move over to second regardless, but we do kind of avoid a double play there actually, so that works. Rizzo up now. 3-0 count. Looking to score a run here. Rizzo will draw the walk. Bringing up Aaron Judge. 2 on, 1 out. Chance at getting at least a run. Darvish has been the Rangers' best pitcher all season. Looking to give the Rangers a 2-1 series lead. Peter O'Brien up now as Judge strikes out swinging. 2 on, 2 out, 2-2 count. Lots of twos here in the first inning. The pitch from Darvish is going to be hit to right field. Is this gone over the right fielder's head? We're going to score easily. That will be a 2-0 lead. That will bounce over the wall. So O'Brien rather is going to have to stay put. So we do score. We are up 3-0 now here, top of the second. No outs, 2 men on. The pitch from Darvish to Derek Hill is going to be hit to short. They're going to get the runner out at third. We'll be safe at first. Nothing else we can really do there. We got on base. Miggy up now. Full count to him. And that is going to be hit to short. Andrus can't really do much with it but go to first. And we're going to end up being out there. Going back to second. So that didn't really go as planned. Moving on to the 6th. We're up 6-0, 2 outs. Runner on first. Another hit. Same spot as the first at bat. So we get another hit with Derek Hill in this game. Has been on fire lately since taking over the starting left fielder role from Cespedes. So we see the replay of that base hit once again. Seems to be Hill's sweet spot. Cabrera up. Rangers getting someone ready in the bullpen in case things start to implode even more. That will be hit to left, and that will end the inning so the Rangers get out of any further trouble. We're 2 for 4 on the day so far, 7-5. Looks like our bullpen is starting to partially implode a bit in this series again. Starting to hit that right to third, not over his head, so nothing doing there. But we do go on to take Game 3 here. Justin Verlander with the win. We take a 2-1 series lead. 1 win away from moving on to the American League Championship. Series Verlander with the win. 3 strikeouts in 6 1/3 innings. We are in a player lock as Aaron Judge here in this one. We are up 5-1 here, top of the 8th. We get on base. We haven't done much prior to this hit. So that's why we're skipping forward to basically the end of the game. Peter O'Brien up now, 2-1 count. Manager says to steal. Judge not the best of speeds, but pretty decent for a guy his size. We're going to get thrown out. So it's one of the few times we should not have listened to what the manager said, but that is okay. 1-for-4 now, tied at 5, top of the 11th. Extra innings, of course. There's always got to be that one game. So we're going to ground that to third. Throws over to first. We're going to be out. Can we pick up the win? And we do. We blow our lead, but we still somehow win in extra innings. We clinch the American League Division Series. We move on to the American League Championship Series. We're going to see in a little bit who we'll face. But for now, we can celebrate. We have a few days or so off. Rizzo's the player of the game in this one, so he did turn things around in the series, it looks like. So that's definitely a good sign. 2 hits, a home run, 3 RBIs, and 5 at-bats. So Rizzo, player of the game. That gets us into the next round of the playoffs. I believe we're going to end up taking on the Red Sox in the ALCS. So if you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like, comment, share, subscribe, and all that fun stuff. And we'll see everybody next time. Hope you guys have a great day.